Every year in the small town of Hailstone, Halloween was a special occasion. Children would go door to door shouting trick or treat, and adults would throw theme parties. However, not everyone knew about an old urban legend that was rarely mentioned out loud. It was said that many years ago, on Halloween night, a girl named Lily disappeared without a trace. She was dressed as a witch and went missing while making her rounds. Her body was never found, and her name has since become an ominous shadow over the town. This year, a group of teenagers decided to throw their own party away from everyone else in an abandoned house on the outskirts of town where Lily was rumored to live. The house had long been considered cursed, but this only made the teenagers more excited. On Halloween night, 5 friends gathered, bringing jack-o'-lanterns, lanterns, and food. There was a mixture of excitement and fear in the air. They felt like they were doing something forbidden. As they entered the house, the old door creaked shut behind them. It was damp and cold inside, and the decor looked like no one had been there for decades. The floors creaked underfoot, and cobwebs hung in the corners. The guys began to look around the house, laughing and taking selfies by the old fireplace. But soon their laughter began to fade. Kate, one of the friends, noticed a strange mirror in the hallway. Its surface was covered in dust, but when she wiped it off, for a moment it seemed as if someone was standing behind her.
Hey guys, did you see that?
She asked, looking around nervously. Everyone approached the mirror, but saw nothing strange, only their own reflections. They laughed at Kate's fears and continued to have fun, opening bottles of cola and food, but the tension in the air was becoming palpable. An hour later, they decided to play a traditional Halloween game to summon Lily's spirit. It was a joke that quickly turned into something more. They set up candles in the center of the room and began asking questions, holding their hands over a makeshift Ouija board. At first, nothing happened, but suddenly the candles began to flicker and hiss.
Lily, are you there?
One of the boys, Tom, asked challengingly. Silence, but then, just out of earshot, a child's laughter sounded in the hallway. The boys froze.
It was one of you, right?
Julia laughed nervously, but no one answered. Everyone sat in a daze. The laughter came again, this time closer. Before they could get up, the jack-o'-lantern standing by the door suddenly fell to the floor. The lantern shattered, and at that moment the room became noticeably colder. The door in the hallway slowly opened, as if someone had pushed it. A figure stood in the shadows, barely visible in the light of the remaining candles. It was a little girl in a tattered witch costume.
Is that Lily?
Someone whispered, not believing their eyes. The figure took a step forward, and at the same second the candles went out. Intermittent childish footsteps were heard in the darkness. One of the boys turned on a flashlight, pointing it at the corridor, but the girl was no longer there. Tom ran to the exit, trying to open the door, but it did not give in, as if someone was holding it from the outside. Panic seized everyone. Suddenly, the girl appeared in the mirror again. She looked at them with empty eyes, and her smile seemed inhuman.
I want to play.
She whispered, and the mirror cracked. The friends rushed to the windows, but none of them opened. Suddenly, Kate screamed. Marks from small fingers appeared on her neck, as if someone was strangling her with invisible hands. The boys tried to help, but something invisible pushed them back with force. A terrifying childish laugh rang out in the room, and the door swung open. The girl stood on the threshold, beckoning them in. Her eyes glowed with an ominous light. Tom was the first to run out of the house. The others hurried after him. They ran without looking back until they were safe on the street under the streetlights. But when they turned to look back at the house, they saw her, little Lily, standing in the window and quietly watching them. She no longer tried to catch up with them. Since then, none of the five talked about that night. But every Halloween, they saw the same message appear on their phones at midnight.
You didn't have time to play with me.